So what you building, honey?
Put my hammock up
Explain what you did.
with the Dutch wear gear tree straps.
So that's metal part is the claim to fame there, right?
Yeah, and this one's sewn in, so
Oh, it's box stitch. That's nice.
yeah, they did a good job on it. I think these are a 12-foot strap, so it gives me plenty of adjustment. Both of them are 12-foot straps, and I think they've got a weight rating of like 450 pounds. But then it's just a matter of so it's my hammock.
Okay, show us the toggle.
I'm still getting used to those, but
Okay, so this is how the strap comes. 12 feet. He's got some fancy spider web wrap around the tree. And then what do you do next? Actually, I should have filmed from the other side.
better off a little higher anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
So put that up like that. And you don't have to do this like just take the real slack.
Let me just fix this side. You hit some bark here. Okay.
Like I said, you don't have to do this, it just takes up a little slack. Also helps to distribute a little more weight along the tree. So that all the weight, everybody likes to bitch about the straps or whatever you're using for your suspension, digging into the tree, damaging the bark. Well, this distributes the weight a little bit more.
Yeah.
As you see, it's all flat, so it's not gonna do anything. Then you just put in a lark's head like that, install a toggle, just like that, and then
So the lark's head is just making a loop because your hand was in the way.
right, the lark's head's just making a loop. So you make a loop,
Slow.
just an overhead loop like that.
Yeah.
Bring it over, pull the strap through,
Yeah.
put the toggle in it, tighten it all down, just like that. Now your whoopee sling just goes over it like this. Put your berry here.
So the whoopee sling goes over the toggle on
Right,
each
and you want to
side.
make sure, you want to make sure that the weight of the whoopee sling is on the knot and the toggle, not the strap.
Okay.
Because if you put it anywhere else, it could fall down.
Now you're gonna milk your berry, right?
Yeah.
So show how you milk the berry.
It's
You
just
pinch it.
bring it
and
up
pull
like
it
that.
up.
And then make this shorter. You want to have slack off of it. And just
Pinch it.
just like
See how
that.
he's pinching that? Chinese
finger
knot,
trap.
finger trap.
So then it goes like that, and you just tighten the berry back up. Now it all holds itself into place. And then this was just, I put the
Shock cord.
no, not the shock cord, that's already on there. But the snug pack, this is a snug pack cocoon. And same thing, once you've got it all, just put that up over there.
Over the toggle.
Yep, back up over the toggle. And you just make sure you get your whoopee sling out of the way.
And that's it. That's simple.
Nothing to it.
You can tuck that in your, right in your cocoon.
Yeah, you don't tuck that right in your cocoon. You get into that habit, and if any water runs down there, it runs straight down to this and into your
Cocoon.
cocoon. What some guys will do is, I guess, they'll take their strap like this and run their strap. I don't know, there's something they're calling a Beckett hitch or something. So they just run their strap around, and I haven't quite figured it out. But something along these lines where the water comes down and it hits this and it runs down the strap as a drip line instead of running into your suspension and into your sleeping system.
Good idea.
So now, here's my hammock.
That's a Grand Trunk.
Yeah, it's an old
Let me
Grand
see
Trunk.
the.
It's an old Grand Trunk. I don't know. I've had it
It's awesome.
15 years, something like
Yeah,
that.
people buy these Enos for like all this money, and that thing is actually. I have the Eno. This is better, in my opinion.
There's
It's more
some
comfortable.
spare toggles.
So, do you know where you got those toggles?
Actually, I think gonna sound like a freaking commercial, but I think everything I got was from Dutchware Gear.
Dutchware Gear, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's where I got my whoopee slings.
And
yeah.
these are nice whoopee slings, by the way. The ones I
These are
have.
the tree. Yeah, these are my. Yeah, I got my whoopee slings there, my tree straps there, and I'm pretty sure I got my toggles there.
The ones I got from Hummingbird are pale in comparison, although those, is that made of Dyneema?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's the same material.
same stuff.
Probably half the price.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, mine were like 30.
Dutchware Gear seems to be pretty much quality, so you're paying a decent price for it. Like I said, you know, these straps here with the length and the hardware sewn on was $30 for the pair.
That's what I paid.
And that's two 12-foot straps.
Yeah.
And they're longer, they make a 15-footer. But I didn't think I'd need a 15-footer, not with the length of whoopee sling that I have. You know, and I got all this that's left, plus the extra wraps up there. You know, and then another good, I don't know, 6-8 feet left of my
Yeah,
whoopee
I was gonna
sling.
say.
Yeah, because that's about
6.
5, so it's about another 7.5 to 8 feet left over on my whoopee sling that I
Yeah.
can use for adjustment. So, I get close to 20 feet worth of adjustment per side.
Yeah, you can hang from a.
You know, so I mean,
And that's the problem. When people get these hammocks and like when I bought mine, right? I wasn't. I mean, I was aware because I've watched you hang yours and I've hung a few, but I wasn't aware that you really need a huge span because you're never going to find
no, you'll never find
perfect trees.
But even with this, I mean, you know, I could find a couple of rocks and a stump. Well, I could wrap around that stump over there, and if there was another rock somewhere out, I could wrap around that and hang from that. People do that,
Yeah,
you know, and
because you have all that
I've got,
material.
like I said, I've got 20-foot adjustment on either end.
Yeah.
Not 20-foot total. I get a 40-foot total adjustment I can deal with on top of, you know, my 11-foot hammock.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm looking at like 51 feet between anchors.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
that's so important. I mean,
I know it's not going to be a total of 51 feet usable, but, you know, that's what I actually have.
mm-hmm.
You know, that's going to be a little
when
less than
when
that,
I
but-
set up mine, we can show the difference. If I can even, well, yeah, I can set up over there once they move because I'm lucky. All right, hop in this. So you got your grand trunk,
Yep.
hammock,
This is an old Grand Trunk double.
double, yes,
So this one has the 450-pound or 400-pound rating on it.
double nest, yep.
Yeah.
And the best investment, what happened was I had ordered the cocoon, right? That's the cocoon
Yep.
for him for Christmas, and it came in damaged. And instead of sending it back, Snugpack let us keep it, and I repaired it. Now it will not be. It's very hard to repair this material. So mine I will not be snow camping in, but I use it for a sleeping bag.
But, you know, here I am in a pretty much partial diagonal lay, which works for me. And, you know, I've got my cocoon wrapped around it. Should pretty well zip up if I want to zip it up.
Oh, you had it zipped up before.
Yeah,
so.
but I wasn't really doing the full, well, this much of a diagonal lay. It should.
So, camping this year up until this trip, this is what I brought, well, mine, with the rip in it that I fixed. I brought for a sleeping bag, and it's the best sleeping bag. And this time I brought the mid-range MMS, and I'm not happy at all. And it's not that much bigger, so.
You know, but I mean, I got all kinds of room in this, which is a freaking odd thing for me.
Yeah. That's why I love it, because there's so much room. You figure for I only take up like from here
Well, my foot's
down.
over here.
Your foot's what? Right there. Right. So I'm way down here, so I have all this width at my foot base, and he still has tons at his.
But I'm in a diagonal lay too. You don't use a diagonal lay. You usually use a straight up.
I'm rolling all over the place all night long, and I can move in this. And then, like in the top, show the top part. I stuff my pillow right up underneath there, and my pillow stays in place, and I leave a little spot for my mouth. Well, he's full cocooning.
Wow.
Now he looks like a caterpillar. But,
Complete darkness. Serious. Even, you know, with the daylight, it's complete darkness. Plus, seems to be a really good,
here, let's film the darkness.
won't be able to, well. There's complete darkness, and then there's even the storm collar there to block off the zipper.
I can feel, when you open this up,
Yep.
I can feel it's like a heater. Honest to God, it's like a heater. You're like wet.
Not yet, but I will be.
Yeah, you're moist from the sweating. And it's only 60-something degrees out, maybe 69. So it has the storm. I never realized it had the storm flap inside.
Yeah, this is the storm flap right here. So, I mean, that's what you've got for a storm flap. So it's a good, 2.5 inches.
Yeah, that's awesome.
For a storm flap.
That's
so.
how I've kept so warm, though,
See, and I mean, this is what it looks like. Once it zips up, you've got, the storm flap goes right over, right under.
Yeah.
And it blocks it out.
Well, I'm thrilled with the snug pack, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't bring it this trip. I thought it was going to be hot, and I wanted to go lighter, but I'm not going to do that again. The MMS can be a emergency sleeping bag at home. So this is a very nice setup. I don't want to go on too long. So again, the snug pack cocoon.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get the
Grand Funk double. For a hammock.
and
then
Dutchware gear.
Dutchware gear for all the suspension and everything else.
And a snug pack.
But I like it. It's a good setup.
And another thing about this, it doesn't get dirty. I don't know if you've noticed that. But all the
kind of stain resistance to it.
All the trips that I've used it on, and we were in the rain, and just, it just comes right off. So, how comfortable are you?
Oh, this is great.
All you need is your little blow-up pillow.
No, don't even need that.
I know you. I need my blow-up pillow. All right, this concludes the Wookie in his pod. All right, zip it up one more time for prosperity.
Yeah, this is like instant warmth.
I could feel, I'm no word of lie, I was like, oh my God, it feels like you got a heater in there.
Yeah, my feet are ready to, they're actually ready to start sweating.
Yeah.
Which,
with your wool socks.
They're light wool, but it's odd for my feet.
Yeah, your feet are always cold. All right.